All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another video. All right, y'all, so I was just checking out some of these UFC 300 interviews with some of the fighters and just kind of catching up on what some of these fighters are talking about. And yeah, just kind of catching up like I usually do. And I wanted to just drop a real quick video on Marina Rodriguez. As y'all know, she's taking on Jessica Andrade this weekend on the, I believe on the early prelims, right? So I'll be over here, calling the whole card this Saturday. So make sure y'all tune in. We're going to be we're gonna be in there. We're gonna be in there for the long haul, y'all. But yeah, man. I was just listening to Marina Rodriguez, talking about her recent fight with Jessica Andrade and what she plans to do after. Of course, they always ask what she wants after, so she's gonna answer. And she believes that if she can go in there and destroy or just beat Jessica Andrade, she'll be in that position to call for a title shot. Because that will be 2 wins in a row for her. She thinks that if this goes her way. She will be eyeballing the Zhang Weili and Yan Xiaonan winner. And like she said, she believes that if Yan Xiaonan was to win, that's definitely a rematch she would call for. And that'd probably be the fight that she would lean more towards. But whoever wins, she says she's going to be looking to take on that fighter, right? And my thoughts on that, I definitely agree that Marina Rodriguez, she's fought some of the best fighters, most dangerous fighters. She's never one you could call a duck. Fought just about everybody in the top 15, and I believe she is one of the more exciting fighters at 115, and she's one of my favorite fighters. But it's hard for me to say that even a really dominant win or maybe like a brutal knockout win over Jessica Andrade would lock her in for a title shot at this point. And I think that just comes down to how the matchmakers look at it, as well as as being a hardcore fan, because you got other fighters that have not just evolved in the game but have gotten some solid victories above her at this point. I mean, yeah, Marina, she's done a lot in the division, but with the past couple of losses that she's faced, and she's gotten the win over Michelle Waterson, let's say she gets the win over Jessica Andrade, I still wouldn't think that would put her in that position where they would say, okay, you deserve this title shot because you beat so-and-so. Because yeah, Jessica Andrade is always a dangerous fighter, but, at this point, she's already lost to a lot of girls that have better striking, like Yan Xiaonan, or, just got destroyed by better ground fighters like Erin Blanchfield and Tatiana Suarez. Even Yan Xiaonan knocked her out in 1 round, right? So at this point, I think, yeah, it would definitely be a good win because it would still tell us, okay, Marina's striking is still dangerous and her power is still there. But beating her wouldn't really put her in that mix where, Tatiana Suarez is, or even where another fighter that beat her, Amanda Lemos, is, or even another fighter that beat Verna Jandiroba, who just outclassed Lupe Godinez, right? So that's what I was saying a little while back. Like, I agree with Marina whenever she said she wanted to call out Tatiana Suarez at the time because, getting a fight like that and possibly beating Tatiana Suarez, which is still a tall order, I think that would have been better for her because that would have showed some evolution. Like, that type of fight would push her to get better on the ground and really, really work on her takedown defense. You know what I mean? So I think Marina Rodriguez had shot for a fight like that, or if they had set up something like that for, that would have forced her to work on that. Even like I said, Lupe Godinez, I think to me, Lupe would have been a real good fight. Somebody that would have tried to take her down, feeling like, okay, her wrestling's better. That would have made her work on her sprawl and work on her clinch game to, work on knees in the clinch and her physical strength as well. So if you shot for a fight like Lupe, if they gave her that type of fight, or Tatiana Suarez, boom, I think those kind of wins would put her more in the category of getting the title shot next, or so she could call out for it. I think now it's kind of more so going off her resume because, yeah, she's beat a lot of good fighters. She's faced a lot of good fighters, but what it comes down to actually winning the title, I think, just because you got the resume against certain names, you got to look at the evolution. Like, you got to look at how the fighter is evolving. And again, I think somebody like Marina Rodriguez, she needs that evolution. Like Yan Xiaonan, who lost to Marina, somehow jumped ahead of her because I think along the way, not just because of opponent placement, but I think Yan Xiaonan has worked on certain things. She's gotten herself back into the mix by, working and getting with the right team to work on her ground game and wrestling, right? So, yeah, let's say Marina Rodriguez does get this win over Jessica Andrade. I believe she probably will call for a title shot. I mean, that's on her at this point, right? That's good on her. At least that's just saying that she doesn't duck. right? But I think in the long run, if she really wants to get that victory, they're going to have to work. Like, if she does get that shot, she's going to have to work on that ground game and takedown defense. Because, yeah, if she does call out a Tatiana at this point and, she fights somebody like that, it's going to, it would be really hard to improve that or perfect that takedown defense against somebody that is that big of a wrestler and that just ragdolls so many girls, right? So, yeah, if they give it to her at this point, hey, that's cool. I mean, I'm a fan of Marina. Let's see that type of style matchup. Let's say if Zhang Weili does win, I've always wanted to see Zhang Weili and Marina fight. But, yeah, when she gets into that mix, though, that those improvements on the ground have got to be there. Her takedown defense, her physical strength, all of that has to be there. That's what got Joanna to the top and kept her there against, some of the title. Well, that's what kept her there and got her 5 title defense. Marina, she needs that type of takedown defense and that physical strength like a Joanna, and that type of jab as well. So even going against Jessica Andrade Saturday night, she's going to have to make sure she's going in there, hitting the hurt and hitting the stop Jessica Andrade. Because I think that if she wins a decision and she calls for a title shot, the matchmakers in the UFC, they're probably, we got better fighters right now. You might say something like that because, again, you got a Tatiana when she comes back from injury. Let's say if Tatiana got to fight Lemos, they'll be eyeing that winner. Verna right now, she's also calling for a shot. Verna just beat a young prospect. So really right now you got Verna, Lemos, and Tatiana in that mix. So I think, even if Marina wins this fight, she might have to go on a 3-fight win streak again and maybe try to get a victory over somebody in that trio right there. But we'll see how it plays out, guys. This weekend is, this fight weekend is really 2 days away. So I'm going to come back on here and do a real quick prediction for Rodriguez and Andrade and some of the other fights. Let me know what y'all think of Marina's situation, where she stands right now. Combo Breaker 99, I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.